Hej, 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 cześć i czołem, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie z tej strony Felicjan oraz skromna ekipa. Ruszamy dalej na oczyszczanie tutaj jakiejś drogi, czy do miejsca jakiegoś rytuału. Zobaczymy, co tu się dzieje po prostu, nie? Ritual site discovered.
Here it is, the first foothold. This is where Malthus's vassals erected their first camp. So behave yourselves accordingly. You too, prodigy.
A co, zrobiłem coś nie tak?
Huh?
No dobra, tylko co ja mam tu zrobić dalej, co? Bo tu tak się czuwałeś. Aha, dobra, teraz dopiero XD.
Well then, before we start, there's something I need to tell you. Something, important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn, they're true.
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now, but haven't told the common people yet. But since the 3 of you intend to take the trial, there's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god, who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry. What's next? That tomorrow the sun will stop shining? Tell us that this is a test, Master. It is, isn't it? A test of our faith.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford to fall into a spiritual
Who the heck is
crisis
we?
right now.
The Order of the Gods. Malthus's order was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see that? Oh, by the Black Guardian, I just can't believe it.
And though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137. I know it's hard, Dunwar, but if this is true, we have to show strength and keep on believing in what the Lightborn stood for. Which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that the Order is going downhill. Do you really think I don't know about the village? You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
You don't mean that, Dunwar.
Drop it, for heaven's sake! We're all on the same side here.
No, we are not. This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you would spend more time with the holy scriptures instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well. But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts! Do you understand?
Yes.
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for depression and personal crisis after the trial. Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life as in death.
May your light
your
guide
light
me.
guide me.
Good. As you know, this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what, distinguishes a keeper from a soldier? What distinguishes a wise man from a fool? Keep that in mind. Now, drink the potion I gave you. You first, Prodigy. Let's hope the Grand Master was right about you.
Ulala, mamy lekki odlot. Sorry, że nie odzywałem, no ale skoro oni się tutaj tak przekrzykiwali, no to nie było sensu. Generalnie standardowa gadka, jak to w Skyrimie i tak dalej. Że coś jest nie tak. Tu akurat wyszło o to, że znalazł jakiś gościu, który zabił bogów. Od 2 wiosen już są martwi, ale nie ujrzało też światła dziennego, nie?
No, no. I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you the tales about the Keeper's spirit? They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. As I was.
A wishing illusion? I expect a little more.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition of the word. But then again, what is reality anyway?
O nie.
If I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far, your journey to Ark, the search at the Sun Coast, was only a dream, would you be able to recognize the truth?
Przestań.
The answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead. Therefore, your mind will do anything to make you believe this entire dream you've had was and is reality.
To jest takie, że to jest tak naprawdę, że taka gadanka typowo filozoficzna, a co tak naprawdę jest prawdą, a co nie i tego typu pierdoły. Nie chcę mi się tego nawet, wiecie, do końca tłumaczyć.
Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway? The last second before the water floods into your lungs. The very last instant before it tears them apart in your mind. It could be an eternity. A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't want to believe me. And I'm tired of trying to make you. Now leave me alone before we make the suppressor even angrier. He doesn't like words. He likes the silence.
The suppressor? O kim ty to w ogóle mówisz?
They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. The suppressor. He's the reason why we will be imprisoned here forever. And why we can't access our feelings and wishes. And he does it because he wants us to lose hope. To stop believing. And... you know, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly what we humans... what I have to do to finally be free. Give up. Detach myself from the dreams of the past. Who knows if there were anything else than phantasms to begin with. But no. No, not yet. It's too early to surrender. And isn't that what makes us human anyway? To hope? And to just keep on waiting for that one miracle that will end the pain once and for all? Yeah, I'll wait. And you will wait with me forever.
No, tak. A mogę jakoś się stąd wydostać od razu? O, właśnie.
What the? How did you do that?
Słuchaj, myślę, że wiem.
You simply opened it? But that's impossible. All these years it's kept me from escaping and you just... Come on. We have to look. We have to look and see what's outside. We won't get far, but still we have to see. Come, lead the way.
Czyli jeszcze nie do końca cię złamało to tutaj wszystko. A mam tylko nóż. Nie podoba mi się ten szkielet generalnie. Trzeba klucza. Trzeba klucza. Węgiel.
By the gods, these are the scourges of the suppressor. They want to punish us.
Seducer. Dobra, zabite dwóch. 10 expo za to dziadostwo. I nic tego nie wypada jeszcze na dodatek. Nie no, świetnie po prostu. Human's flesh. Written paper. Posłuchaj nas w milczeniu. Co tobą kieruje? Kim jesteś? Albo bardziej czym nawet jest? Nie no, kim jesteś? Kim jesteś od kiedy przekroczyłeś, znaczy postawiłeś swoją stopę w Enderalu? Jesteś tylko przeciwnikiem. Jesteś przeciwieństwem tego, czym byłeś. Naprawdę. Czym jesteś, przepraszam. Instructive. To nie wiem, co to za słowo. Silny. Potężny. Meaningful. Pełen. Meaning to jest podło chyba, tak? Czyli pełen podłości? W skrócie. Ten The Prophet. Czyli zbawca. Stworzyłeś dla siebie opowieść. Mrzonkę. Mrzonkę, którą chciałbyś być. I znalazłeś ludzi, którzy też to potwierdzą. To jest The most important thing is that you have found someone. To w końcu jest najważniejsze, nie? Znaleźć kogoś. No tak. Ale czekajcie, bo tutaj... Latające krzesło? Nie no, świetnie. Aha, my stąd przyszliśmy. To wracamy. Nie da się z tym nic zrobić. No dobra, idziemy na górę. Przyda się. Wszystko popalone, nie? A, bo jestem bez niczego tak naprawdę. Ten gościu jest. Chciałbym jednak, żeby mi trochę pomógł, nie? Tam jest do góry. No, stąd chyba przyszło. To jest jeszcze jedno dziadostwo. Nawet dwa. Leżeć mi tu. Nie no, tego nie chcę. Tak, to jest to samo. Ohoho! Hajkrzyn. O, to jakiś piec kowalski. Dobra, to się coś spsuło chyba. No nieistotne, w każdym razie na pewno tutaj nie mamy dalszej drogi. Weźmy sobie, zjedzmy to. Tu będą pewnie kolejne. Jest. O tak! Bardzo dobrze.
So cold. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go out. After all, I mean.
Nie ma teraz. Teraz widzę, że zaczyna dopiero szaleć chłop.
At least it's safe.
No chodź, chodź, gdzie uciekasz? Musisz, stary, ze swojej strefy komfortu tak naprawdę uciec. No, w tym przypadku ja rozumiem, że już trochę zrezygnowanie po tylu latach, że tu siedzisz. No i cela jest taką, wiecie, takim ciepłym kurwidołkiem. No ale wyszliśmy, no to... Hopeless Despair. To są te takie cechy, które... No to jest desperacja, brak nadziei i to jest panika, czyli takie, wiecie, cechy, które są niepożądane, ale nie rozumiem, dlaczego oni są powieszeni, nie? Tego to ja nie sklejam w ogóle. Co to w ogóle jest tutaj? To jest to tutaj. No dobra. Idziemy dalej. Chyba tu? Kuźwa, jakie to są kanały w ogóle. Aaaa!
Haven't we been here before? By the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh really? We should never have left. This will be our doom.
Nie gadaj. Ja wiem, że trochę to wygląda jak labirynt, no bo taka prawda, aczkolwiek nie do końca.
No. Do you see it? All the cells, they're all empty, and there's blood. Oh no. There were people in there just like us. They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply dissolved because they dared to disobey the suppressor. By the gods, this is what will happen to us too.
Zluzuj gacie.
Leave in the first place. I just knew it.
Zluzuj gacie, stary. Zabijemy wszystkich. Tutaj. Tych seduserów. To jest seduserki właściwie bardziej, o. Ej. Jeszcze mi się życie odnawia, także luz. Co to jest? Nie przejdę tam chyba, co? O! Jak ja to niby teraz zrobić, co? Trzeba byłoby czymś rzucić chyba. A daj mi to. Ej, gdzie ta czaszka jest? No nie, tak nie rzucę. Nie mogę tam... Masz jakiś pomysł, jak otworzyć?
This is so wrong and right at the same time.
You are not lockpicks.
I know we can't escape, but to just have a glimpse outside. The suppressor will understand.
I co ja mam tu zrobić teraz, co? Chyba, że magię mam. O. Spróbujmy. Może jak dupnę tam, to podleci. Nie. Tym nie. No i to przelatuje przez to w ogóle. What the fuck? Entropia. Nie no, przelatuje przez to wszystko. O, czekaj. No, weź. Ej, ale weź się ten. No gościu. Muszę to jakoś zgliczować. Nie chcę się to zgliczować. No nie mam pojęcia, co ja tu mam zrobić. Ty nic nawet nie masz, nie? No musimy pokombinować, bo ja serio nie wiem, jak to w ogóle misja się nazywa. Part of something momentus. Sprawdźmy. Ej! Gościu! Ty jesteś w środku! Jak tyś to zrobił? Ej! Ja też chcę tak. Weź mnie jakoś zgliczuj, to ja sobie wejdę tu do środka, co? Noż... No, po prostu nie wierzę, nie? On już tam wszedł, to już mógł zabrać ten klucz. To są momentus. No sprawdźmy, jak sobie inni poradzili z tym, bo szczerze to ciężko mi jest wpaść na ten motyw związany z otwarciem, nie? No nie, no jeszcze zrypane reklamy, no kuźwa. Dobra, jest na końcu. No coś tu musi być ewidentnie, czego ja nie widzę, nie? Ej, gościu normalnie przeszedł tutaj. Ja tego nie rozumiem. Czemu ja na przykład tu jakoś wszedł, tak o? I ja nie mogę na przykład przejść. Zróbmy to jeszcze raz, zobaczmy. Może jakiś glitch po prostu, nie wiem. No nie mam bladego pojęcia, ale... Nie wiem, o co chodzi w ogóle, ale no... Gościu przeszedł normalnie. No kuźwa.
Haven't we been here before? By the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh really? We should never have. This will be our doom. Oh no. No. Do you
No. Spare parts? No. To jest dla mnie, kurde, kołem u wozu. Chłopie. Daddy. No, bo to jest to. Sprawdźmy to jeszcze raz, ale gościu wchodził, no normalnie na legalu, tak o sobie przeszedł. Ej, no nie mogę tu przejść. Nie mam takiej opcji. No nie mam po prostu takiej opcji, żeby tu przejść. A gościu sobie wszedł tak o. Jakoś. Musi być jakiś sposób na przejście. No! I dlaczego on sobie przechodzi? Ja nie mogę. Jakieś szersze może kraty są w którychś miejscach? Tu na przykład? No to powinienem przejść. I którędy ty wchodzisz na przykład sobie? Pokaż, w którym... Aha, że tutaj na przykład przebiegł. Ej, no ale... No teraz nie pamiętam kodów do tego, żeby przelecieć sobie. No nie działa to w ogóle. Jakby nie kumam, jak to powinno być, bo mówię, gościu przeszedł sobie, z tego co widzę tutaj, przeszedł sobie normalnie, bez problemów żadnych i nie było nic, nie? Dobra, no sprawdźmy to jeszcze raz, bo mnie to ciekawi, jak w ogóle on to zrobił, że jemu tutaj normalnie nic się nie dzieje, a u nas... Ej, no, ale jak on tu przeszedł? No idzie tutaj sobie. No idzie tu. No i on jakoś tak pod kątem w ogóle wszedł. No, wypadł stąd, Jezus, co za tłuk. Jakoś tak wszedł? Czy tak? A mi tu nie chce wejść. To jest problem to, że tu jest jakaś zgliczowana ściana. Jemu... O, weszło jakoś, ale... Właśnie dlatego mnie to zastanawiało. Tu jest problemem, że tu jest jakoś pogliczowane to. Jesteśmy w tym samym miejscu, nie?
Oh no, no! Can't you see? We're back where we...
Nie no, to nie jest to samo. Słuchaj, to nie jest to samo.
What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
Dlaczego boisz się tego supresora? Jeszcze go nawet nie widziałem.
Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it.
No, zwariował jednak.
But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you. Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
Musi być jakieś
No,
wyjście.
there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom.
Dobra. Chłopie. Musi być jakiś sposób na wyjście. Łapa!
Suppress punishment. It will be horrible.
Coś tu musi jeszcze być. Niech się tu leje woda. Pośpię sobie z godzinkę, a czemu by nie? Klucz do wolności, co? Co tu jeszcze może być? Ktoś przyjdzie, czy coś? Jakby... No... Nic tu więcej nie jestem w stanie zdziałać, nie? Nie. Ja obstawiam, że coś się znowu zgliczowało.
Suppress punishment. No, you have. But I should have known. No, you have. But I should have known. Of course I'm a part of you, and you are.
Ej, coś się zgliczowało. Bez kitu znowu się coś zgliczowało. O mój Boże. Jeden wielki glitch jest tutaj w tym zadaniu.
Useless. The suppressor doesn't want us to leave. And suppress punishment. It will. Of course I'm a part. No, there isn't. Just look at us. No, you have. But I should have known. I mean, no.
Ej, no ale mi to nie działa. Bez kitu.
Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. No, you haven't.
Dobra, coś mi tu nie działa ewidentnie. Prześpimy się z, nie wiem, z 8-10 godzin. Może 14. Zobaczymy. Być może... Może zadziała. To jest kwestia, że musimy się wyspać na przykład.
You're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it.
No, a zrobisz coś dla mnie?
Well, well. So you figured it out? Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you
No i się
understood
udało.
what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water filling your lungs is cold.
Wyszedłem.
Still haven't found it, child.
Wystarczyło go walnąć. Ale tak wiecie, po prostu przyszło mi, dobra, no to walnę, co będzie, to będzie. No i skubany mi puszcza. Albo inaczej, bo tu widzę jakieś kolejne spalone ciała. Aha, to jest drewniana figurka. Cześć, Jespar. On może się ubrał, czy coś. Aha, nie mam w ogóle swoich rzeczy. Zarąbiście.
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling?
Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. But, probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. Apparently some of the novices never wake up again.
Fine.
In the temple, the curarium to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order.
Dzięki.
Don't mention it. Bad, though, that this keeperness won't get you anywhere. Do you know why? Because you're pathetic. Simply pathetic.
Przepraszam, dlaczego?
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
To jest jakaś tam siła, która do nas przemawia tylko.
All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
So...
What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did, even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
No taką sztampą wali trochę to, że wiecie, że tutaj zaraz będzie koniec świata, trzeba ludzi zgładzić i tak dalej. No wali to sztampą po prostu, no sorry, ale taka jest prawda, nie? Że jestem nic nieznaczącym śmieciem.
Elvis, I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted. Of course, sorry. That remark was a little redundant. But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
So...
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this... cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
No dużo tego, nie? Ale wali to dalej sztampą. W sumie... The cycle, the cleansing?
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
Dobra, co dalej?
As I said, we both have to take the holy oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
Oboje? A co z Dunwarem?
Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
Maybe...
He was impulsive, yes. But to some extent, I can understand why he was the way he was. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
You don't seem to be shocked over all of this. The death of the...
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what... Which?
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so... Why not from me first?
No nie, następnym razem. Ty no czekaj!
You should. It's already late. Good. Then get your gear from the chest by...
To jest godzina? Dobra, będzie to przeklikamy jeszcze raz, bo wtedy się dowiemy trochę a propos tej historii, co to się stało z tą Dunwarem. No niestety, znaczy Dunwar niestety, ale no chyba nie wstanie, jednak nie przeszedł tego testu. Dobra, zaraz.
How are you? You look exhausted. Of course. But it's good. I woke up just
Chcę poznać historię tej Kali.
Speaking of whom, this... I never had, but then again, at least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get... Yes, I believe that. Well, as I said, we both have to take the... Right. Dunwar. He was... You know, the reality... But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was... Well, maybe I... But yes. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some... As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
Czy nie pamiętasz, skąd pochodzisz nawet? Czemu nie mogę otworzyć tego?
What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
Co?
The entire village. It had been destroyed. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children. And the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday. Well, it turned out the riders were hunters who had come from that village. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
Oni serio myśleli, że 6-letnia dziewczynka zniszczyła wioskę, to jest
For you, maybe.
no szaleńcze.
For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
No widzę, no ale w sumie to co? Chcieli rewanżu?
Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
Oni przynieśli cię do podziemnego miasta, prawda?
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my second year.
Master Tyrus? Adoptował cię jeden z tych tutaj kiperów?
Otherwise I would not be here. He
No
saw
grubo.
me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it.
Idź spać, dziewczyno, idź spać.
Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
So,
It does, yes. But then, he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found me, so maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters. Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
You definitely not that fisherman daughter from the village, I'll give you that. A co się stało z Tyrasem?
Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
Słuchaj, nie jesteś na pewno córką rybaka, nie?
No, I guess I'm not. He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
No właśnie, w sumie jesteś utalentowana, inteligentna, no i ładna, nie?
Yes, maybe. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important. on my goals.
No i to jest spoko. I jakie to są?
Several. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
Okej.
You should.
Pogadajmy
It's
później,
already
nie?
late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
Spoko w sumie.
Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go.
Teraz dopiero mogę wziąć.
Oh then.
Poczekaj, ja się muszę ubrać. Weźmy sobie łuczek. Wyrzuć, wyrzuć. Wyrzuć. Dobra, to przejdziemy się jeszcze z nią. Zobaczymy, co tam jest i zakończymy odcinek, bo to chyba troszkę już ten odcinek trwa mimo wszystko. Idziesz? No dawaj, prowadź. A co tu? To takie. Leather Street wezmę. No takie rzeczy to trzeba brać od razu, nie? Tak naprawdę więcej żarcia tak naprawdę trzeba zbierać, ale to też jest dobre. Buksy. Dobra, to będziemy na sanktum wychodzić, czy gdzie? No bo ja nie wiem, ona się gliczuje trochę. Pokaż mi jeszcze to, no. Sanktuarium.
Alright, this is the sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
Grubo. Jeszcze coś? Masz mi do pokazania? O, tutaj można zielarstwo i inne takie pierdoły. To już wychodzimy tutaj na zewnątrz. Do świątyni słońca. De facto jesteśmy w mieście, nie? Dobra. Jeszcze mnie gdzieś prowadzi dziewczyna.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before. We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus, all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here. So it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should go there if you need equipment. Over there, that's the Scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there.
Oh.
Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath.
Dobra. Wystarczy.
Prepare myself, probably.